So fucking drunk, back again with yet another attempt at an ale review. One I'll go review just now is in honour of the best beer festival ever, a mecca for beer drinkers, Great British Beer Festival 2013, which I was at with my big friend Minnie's Beer Reviews. We met the guru who started me on this beer channel I've got just now. I've got over 400 subscribers to it now. Mr. Terry K, aka Beer Goggles Reviews. Of course, met another young lad there as well, young Jack from Beer Reviews. He doesn't get enough hits on his channel, so I'm going to drop a link for Jack's channel just at the bottom of this. Terry K doesn't need it. Terry K, everybody knows Terry K. So anyway, I'm going to review. It's a revisit for me, and it's a little chat. Fullers ESB 5.9 on Richter scale. I've reviewed this one donkeys ago, and it's just a little revisit. As I said, yes, it was at the beer festival with Minty. We had a quality couple of days. We're down, hit it on Friday. There's a bottle crown, the ESB, which I was actually quite chuffed about going back to the ESB here. That I managed to pick this up at Waitrose over in Byers Road, which I was quite surprised to see it sitting on the shelf. I will return for some more of the ESB. I'm even more surprised that I managed to get my hands on one of those. ESB Fuller's glass. Yes, I did, out of my own hard cash. So anyway, here's the pour. The ESB extra special bitter. What does the E stand for? It'll be extra anyway, isn't it? Extra strong bitter? Extra sexy bitter? Answers on a postcard. So we're going here for a bit of a nose of the ESB by Fullers. I said, wait a minute, I'm going to do this again. I saw this on a beer podcast. I was strumming the net recently. And if you put your glass right over it and make it airtight and then shake it, and apparently when you release your hand off the top of the glass, your hand's getting wet actually, because when you do this rocky sensation, I put too much beer in it. But when you release your hand, make sure your nose is down there to get the full aroma. So, a little experiment. It's a first for So Fucking Drunk. So here we go. Well, I must admit, picked up quite nicely some aromas off of that. Now, anyone that's had this beer before, you do know it's got a malty base to it. You get a lovely like tangerine, almost like tangerine / Seville orange aroma, marmalade aroma from it, that I do know I'm going to get in the taste anyway. So I'm going to go in here now and have a little slap of the Fullers ESB 5.9 on Richter scale. Slangiva. That's a solid brew, that. That really is a solid brew. It's nice, it's refined, it's probably one of the best bitters in the world to get your hands on. Maybe I'm being a little biased because I'm a Fullers fan, but it's nice. It's got, what I like about it is a little bit of maltiness. You can smell it in the nose, but in the actual taste, when I reviewed this way back in the early days of my channel, I think I did find it kind of heavy going, but it's lovely. My taste buds now, after a couple of years of drinking craft beers, real ales, have evolved. I can now appreciate a beer like this. This is fantastic. Really great stuff. Fantastic stuff. So anyway, it's just a little revisit. I'm really on here to talk about the GBBF, just to bore everybody's arse off, because I put up about 17 videos. So GBBF. It was really good to bump into people like Terry Kay. Terry was I watched his from early doors. I watched his channel when I started a couple of years ago when I started to get into craft beers. I say craft beers all the time. It's real ales. When I started to go to the supermarket, your Asda's, your Tesco's, your Morrison's, before I broke into speciality beer shops, Terry was always one of the first people. His channel that I would go and watch just to see what he was coming away with next, and sometimes I was going, oh, I wish I could get my hands on that, and then maybe 6 months down the line I could get my hands on it. Craft beer, real ale, it's really hit west coast of Scotland where I come from. It's hit it really big in the last few years, which is really good for us. It's opening people's eyes that there is better beers out there. For years and years I went and drunk shit. There's no point in saying it. I drunk shit. I drunk all the shit you could name. Every shitty beer you can think of I drank and I sessioned on it. There's no point in lying about it. We've all got here. That's another thing that annoys me, is how people who drink beers and they love them, and you think, oh, he must have come out of his mammy's womb drinking that. No, you didn't. You came out, you went through the same apprenticeship like us all. You drank shitty lagers and you drank ciders. And if you're slightly younger than me, you drank shitty lagers and ciders and alcohol pops. So end of story. To drink good beer, you have to educate yourself to drink good beer. Now, I used to, many years ago, I used to drink all your chemical lagers, your chemical warfare as I like to refer to them now, but when I get into craft, and the point I was trying to make there was, your chemical warfare with your lagers, you would only drink so many of them because they're so gassy, and when you're younger you could maybe drink 8-10 pints, and then you would want to go into like vodka, Bacardis, anything with a mixer in it, because you were going to a club. But you tend to take a step back from that. I did like a few years ago. Like, I'm no spring chicken. Anyone who's met me knows I'm no spring chicken. My liver tells me I'm not spring chicken, but at the end of the day, like I start to, my taste buds are saying to me, hey, wait a minute, what are you drinking that shit for? There's stuff like that out there you should be drinking. And you know something? It's good stuff. That is a cracking session beer. Wouldn't recommend that maybe to someone at 18 and 19. If I was to give that to some of my lodgers, they would say that's crap. But I say, well, maybe revisit it in 15-20 years time and tell me it's crap anyway. But anyway, touching back, I was at the Great British Beer Festival 2013, and it was, oh, what can I say, really enjoyed it. Got there on a Friday. You can see when my video postings were up. It was really busy when we got there. I was really pissed off on Friday because I thought I missed Young Jack, Bear Reviews, and Terry, Beer Goggles Reviews, and I thought they had been and gone. By the time we got there, managed to fight your way through the crowds to get a beer. Done a few beer reviews. I think they were pure noisy. We'd done them out of the way. It was a bit of a handful, to be honest with you. We both actually came out of there and said, we're not going back there on Saturday. We had tickets for it. We thought, nah, we'll do something else. We'll go somewhere else. We've missed everybody. But we did go back on Saturday. Saturday, the last day of the festival. We arrived there, I think about 12:30. I think the doors opened about 12, and it was shutting at 7. And we got there. My God, to me that was a fantastic day. Now everybody would say, whoa, but all the great beers will be sold out. Listen, all the beers we wanted to hit were still on, because they've got so many firkins or barrels or whatever you want to call, and when they're sold out for that day, they don't put the other ones on for until the next day, and so on and so on. So it's a bit of a myth that they're going to just sell them out because there's a band. They know that people are coming from near and far and they want to get down to the beer festival and try them. But we came all the way down, got there on, I think it was a Friday. One of the first beers we had was, I think it was Apocalypse. Now, we seen it, it was in the national newspapers about the Apocalypse, the bacon beer from Brains. Thought, we've got to try that, got to try that. So we managed to try that, and I think it was on the Friday we tried that. Met Terry on the Saturday. Terry pointed us in a couple of directions, tried some nice beers with him, at his recommendations. The other one I tried as well, beer of the festival for me, was last year's winner, 13 Guns. That was absolutely fantastic. Fates were the brewery of the festival for me. The guys at the Fates bar were fantastic. They were really nice, good to talk to. It was really surprising like when I explained I was a big fan of Fates Brewery and I live in Glasgow, and the guy couldn't believe that. But there you go, like I say, your brews are touching people out there. So anyway, this is So Fucking Drunk. Oh, before we go, another shout out. I've already done it in my last video, but another shout out. It's a worthy shout out. It's nice when you meet someone that actually takes time to watch your channel and you have influenced to go out and buy good beers and they've enjoyed them. Well, I was quite pleased when I met Ivan. Ivan, shout out to you, mate. You met Minty as well. You watched Minty and obviously Beer Goggles. You watch us all. Watch the Bear Beer, the young guy, young Jack, who was with us as well. Watch him as well. But Ivan, it's really nice to know that you've watched my channel. You've taken time to watch my channel, and you've actually went out and bought the beers that I've reviewed, and you've enjoyed them. I'm really pleased at that. So anyway, this is So Fucking Drunk. Oh, wait a minute. I've still got a beer in front of me here. Drinking the Fullers ESB, 5.9 Richter scale. It's a revisit. I can't remember where I gave it the last time, but I've really enjoyed it this time. So I'm going to give this a So Fucking Drunk rating of, I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. So anyway, if you have the ESB before, ESP, I used to call it, I think in the last video review I was pissed when I done this one. I kept referring it to as ESPN because I just got that in for the football. But ESB, extra sexy bitter, extra strong bitter, whatever it means. I'm going to give that the 9 out of 10. So anyway, what can I say? So Fucking Drunk. Hopefully I'll see you all in another beer review. Keep drinking good beer and emphasise on the Great British Beer Festival. If you ever get the chance to go. Now I travelled all the way from Glasgow to go to that. I wasn't disappointed, and I know you won't be either. So anyway, Slangy Va, keep drinking good beer. Ciao for now.